Do you struggle with losing weight or health and fitness in general? Well, welcome to the club. Today, I'm going to share with you my 3 simple step plan that includes no dieting, no counting calories, and no complicated workouts, but has yielded me 3 weeks of consistent results. Hi, I'm Mike. I started this channel to help myself create a healthy and fit lifestyle for myself after years, maybe even decades of starting and stopping. And it involves 3 simple steps. And if you'll remember, they are move more, eat better, and lift heavy things. And today I'm going to talk to you about my results from week 3. So, if you recall from last week, I was a little bit concerned going into week 3 because I was starting a new job, which consisted of 4 days of orientation. The first day being like Zoom calls, luckily at home. And then the next 3 days would be in a classroom type environment, which is definitely not my normal. I work in an emergency department, typically 12-hour shifts, so I'm on my feet a lot. So sitting was something I was concerned about because with the first goal of move more, my minimum daily steps that I want to achieve is 10,000. So on the first day, I'm going to throw out my whole week here so you can take a look at it. But on the first day, you'll notice that I achieved 24,900 steps. And I was able to do that because luckily, like I said, I was able to be on that Zoom call at home. I have an L-shaped porch and it was a beautiful day outside. So I took my laptop out on the front porch and literally just walked back and forth pretty much for the entire, not the entire day, but most of it, which got me to that 24,900 steps. And I did that because I was so concerned about the next 3 days coming up. On day 2, I was actually pleasantly surprised. We had a particularly long lunch that day. And so I think it was like an hour and a half or something. And I was able to get 10,400 steps, which was good. But I want to highlight day 3 because when we got to the classroom on day 3, the instructor started the day with, "This is the most boring day of the week," which is always a big motivator. Um, and we were literally sitting the overwhelming majority of the day. And lunch was like only half an hour. So we only had time to go down and get some food and come back. So when I got home, and the other thing, I guess, real quick to keep in mind, I'll backtrack a second, is I'm driving an hour and a half one way to get to this facility. So I'm in the car 3 hours a day, plus now I'm sitting all day in the classroom. So when I get home, I'm well under the 5,000 step count, which is supposedly considered sedentary. Now, what my normal would have been, because I was tired, sitting all day in a classroom kind of wears me out more than being in an emergency department all day, which seems kind of counterintuitive. But my normal would have been, honestly, to get a big bowl of ice cream, sit in front of the TV, and just end the day at whatever that minimal 3,000 steps or whatever I was at. But I did force myself after we ate dinner to get out and go for an after dinner walk and get up to 7,500, which I felt, considering I was, kind of exceeding going into that day, that 7,500 was fine. So I ended it there. And then the rest of the week, you can see that I overachieved in each one of the days. And I did this to compensate for those sedentary days in the middle, which ended me up with a step count in the mid 13,000s for an average, which I'm happy about. Regarding step 2, eating better, I'm going to pop my meal plan for the week up so you can take a look at that. My concern going into this week again was I had never actually been to this facility that I had to go to for 3 days. So I had no idea what was in their cafeteria. And the bad news is it wasn't very much. There wasn't much to choose from other than typical things that you shouldn't eat, like cheeseburgers, French fries, pizza, that kind of thing. I did settle on a grilled chicken sandwich, and that's kind of what helped me get through that. So, other than not being able to control the menu at the hospital while I was there for orientation, day 5 and day 6 were also challenging this week because we ate out Friday night, which was day 5, and then day 6 we had a pizza party for my son's birthday for lunch. So the way I tackled it is, in both cases, I just did a little bit of research on the internet ahead as far as the nutrition information, and realized that, you know what, maybe I'm not eating whole food, healthy food, whatever, but I'm going to concentrate a little bit on calories in this case, just to try to, make sure that I'm not overdoing it. Like on the pizza thing, I give an example because I say constantly, like, do better than your normal. So where we order this pizza from, typically we would get like a kind of like a works pizza or one that, has everything on it. And my typical would be like 4 pieces. It has stuffed crust. You gotta have beer when you eat pizza. Okay. Doing that, like each one of those pieces is 400 calories. So that would be like 1,600 calories in pizza plus whatever beer was consumed during the birthday party. And I didn't do that. I actually just had 2 pieces of pizza. They were like a thinner crust kind of pizza. And they were good. I mean, I hadn't had anything like that in a couple weeks. So I enjoyed it, but I stopped there. And so I ate 400 calories total versus the 1,600 plus that would have been my normal. So overall, for the week, I was satisfied with my eating better. As far as step 3, lift heavy things. This week, I started a total body workout kind of circuit. It consists of 5 exercises. You get no rest in between each one. I was doing 12 reps of each exercise. And then the thing that I read said you could rest anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes in between each exercise. I was only doing about 1 minute, maybe 1.5 in between each circuit. And it was taking me a total of 13-ish minutes. I started with light weights, and then, so the 2 days that I accomplished it, I did increase my weights a little bit. And I started lighter than what I typically would think I would do just because I want to prevent injury, which I was successful in doing. I wouldn't call the workouts this week particularly challenging, but it was just getting me started, and doing it with trying to figure out what my baseline is and moving up from there without injuring myself, which I think is important if you're either starting from scratch or if you're just starting from not having done it in a long time, and particularly if you're older like me. So to recap, I'm satisfied with my progress in all 3 categories. I ended the week at 205.6 pounds, which is 1.6 pounds down from the prior week. I hope you can find some inspiration in what I'm doing, and if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Until next week, just remember, move more, eat better, and lift heavy things. Thanks for watching.